Let's get into some things, child. We got some stuff to talk about today, honey. We got some stuff to talk about. Hit that like button if you are new here. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We have a great time over here. You meant what you said when you said it. Really be as bad, because I'll be understanding y'all sometimes. And when y'all know when I say y'all, you know I ain't talking about y'all. I'm talking about y'all. It fits me that all these people that got something to say have been actively involved in the political process in their world. I don't believe it. You ain't gonna convince me. I know y'all love me. Hey y'all, can y'all see me? Oh shoot. Can y'all see me? Can y'all hear me okay? Let me know if y'all can see me and if y'all can hear me okay. Okay. Hey, yes, the first arrow. We do have a target. We have a goal today. You can see and hear me. Okay, because I'm on the MacBook. So I don't want to hear nobody complaining about nothing. Because I'm on the MacBook. But I need to get a, what are those adapters called, y'all? So that I can plug in my camera and my microphone into the MacBook. What's those S? What are those things called? Y'all will tell me in the chat, and then I can write it down. And I'll order me a couple of them because I need to because I have all that stuff upstairs, and then I just ran upstairs real quick and I couldn't find it, so I don't know where it is. But anyway, y'all gonna tell me in the chat when y'all tell me a C cord. Okay, I said an S cord. I meant a C cord. Thank you. I need a C cord. Okay. Or adapter. I actually need the adapter. Okay. I'm gonna order a couple of those today when I get off of here. Anyway, so that's why y'all can't wait a minute. It's a little blurry. Okay. I need the C to use it's the C, right? That's what I need, Don. The C thing for the USB. Okay. I got a tan in Detroit. No, it just look darker. I ain't get no tan because it wasn't no sun in Detroit. But let me tell you something. That weather in Detroit was beautiful. Okay. When I left DC, it was 100 degrees and we were under a heat advisory. Baby, I got to Detroit and I was like, what? Baby, that weather was beautiful in Detroit. Okay. So let me say hi to the people. See, this where we go. Let me try to scroll. Child, let me try to scroll up, honey. Because my mouse, I don't have my mouse connected either. Okay, here we go. Let me say hi to the people. Let me scroll to the top and say hi to the people, okay? Y'all come on in. Don is already here, so y'all know we're going to have to close the doors in a few minutes. Hey, Sir James. I'm sorry, St. James, Sir James. Hey, Sir James, what's up, boo? Hey, Nikki. What's up, Corray? Lovely Soul, The Informed. I'm in shock that Jackie and Chantel allowed those people to take them. Child, we're going to get to it. What's up, Brown Mama? Hey, Amber. Auntie Eva. Hope it was a happy Monday for all. Yes, yesterday was Monday. Hope y'all had a happy Monday. Tanya Symmetry. Hey, boo. What's up, Quake? Hey. Yes, it is Tuesday, honey. Hey, Majani. Tawana, how you doing? That sale is still running, y'all. So for the cruise people, that 35% off is still running. So, if you get on the ship, go ahead and if you have, again, it'll be on sale again. So don't rob Peter to pay Paul to get it done. It will be 35% off again. It's just that 35% is the cheapest I've ever seen the drink package go. So when it drops to 35%, if you got the coin, go ahead and get it. But it will be 35% again before we get on that ship. I can guarantee that. I probably wouldn't play around with it too much after. They usually run one final sale like a couple of weeks before the ship is going. But I wouldn't wait that long. I think the 35% off for the drink package, I think it came to like $221. I think is what it was on my app. It says $221. So I would probably just put that money aside. If you don't have it this time, put $25 a week aside. And the next time it come up, you be like, boom, right there. Boom. Okay. Hey, Don Boo. Yes, I do have a goal set. If we hit our goal, I'm going to buy some memberships. If we hit our goal, I will be gifting some memberships. There's a member right there. Can you are not a new member. Girl, you two keep playing with you because you are not a new member. But thank you for renewing your membership. I appreciate it. Okay, Tia, Sharice, what's going on? Hey, Gossip in the Garden. Hibiscus Rose, Angela, what's going on? Hey, Ray all day. Hey, Boo. Hey, Tanya. Vintage, what's going on? I think I already said hey to Ray, but hey. Oh, we got another one for the gold. Thank you so much. It says a reward for finally using the MacBook. I have used the MacBook before. We ain't gonna pretend like I ain't never used it before. But thank you, boo. Angela says, I feel like us Gen Xers have lost a family member, baby. We're gonna get to him. I'm gonna try to get through it without crying. Hey, Jonathan. Hey, boo. What's up, Lock Queen? Ronnie, what's going on? Nap Queen. Did I say? Oh, Lock Queen and Nap Queen. I got all these queens in here. You're welcome, boo. And just I know we're supposed to be trying to find you a venue, so hit me up. Hey, Lauren, cute shirt. Is that an island on the front? Child, it's a whole island shirt. Child, I've had this t-shirt for I've had this shirt for a long time. My niece used to clown me about this shirt, but I've had this shirt for a long time. Yeah, it's like a Hawaiian, like the whole Hawaiian print, but it's a t-shirt. It's one of my little summer shirts, honey. What's up, Universal Goddess? Hey, below. Hey, Kenya. Lovely Nola. Hey, boo. DB, what's going on? Yes, it made it downstairs. Okay. Oh, the pupils are here. Hey, Cams, boo. What's going on? What's up, Miss Shawnee, Felicia, China White? What's going on? Uncle Jay. Okay, Lord. The pupils are here, honey. They was over there debating, honey. Xavier, you really surprised me. We're going to get to that in a minute, but you really surprised me. What's up, Mo Walker? Miss Rail, what's going on? Janae. I think I'm almost done. Hey, Tracy, what's up? Okay, I think I'm at the done. We are locked in for Sunday. I'll use it Saturday if I can't find the other. Okay, you got one? Okay. Definitely keep me posted. I'm there. So keep me posted on tickets and anything else that I could do on this end to help. But I'm there, boo. Long as I'm in town that weekend. Angela, hey, listen, it's my birthday for my mod. Y'all, everybody say shout out to Angela. Cancer season. Y'all wish her a happy birthday. Y'all make sure y'all, and listen, Angela, if you want to drop your Cash App in the chat, if people want to bless you, if y'all want to bless Angela, please do. Okay, please do. And my other mods, when it's y'all birthday, please make sure y'all remind me so we can do the same for y'all. If y'all want to bless her, y'all make sure y'all drop that down in the chat. If you want to, you don't have to, but if you want to drop your Cash App and people want to bless Angela, you can. Okay. So, and thank you again, El Teddy, for sending the pupils over. I appreciate you, boo. So, let me say something. On my way home yesterday, got the news about Malcom Jamal Warner. I'm trying to get through this without crying, y'all. I'm going to try to get through this without crying. And the headline said, Cosby star dies in accident or something like that, right? So, of course, I'm driving. This is when I was on my way home. I'm driving yesterday. I drove and shouldn't have been looking at my phone, sure, but I was. And so, of course, I had to click it because I had to find out who are they talking about. Now, a lot of times they do that, and it'll be somebody that was like an extra in season 3, episode 2. You know what I'm saying? And that's no disrespect to that person's family because any loss is a loss, right? But I did not expect it. It's officially Leo season now, but Angela, wasn't your birthday yesterday? Was Leo season? I don't know. Is it the Leos? Yeah, Angela gonna be in the balcony. So if y'all going upstairs to the balcony if y'all want to give her a good hug. If you don't put your neck, put your hands around her neck and give her a good hug, y'all go on over here. Y'all, for those of you who are not of my generation, for those of you who grew up watching the Cosby Show in syndication and reruns, this conversation is not for y'all. And I don't mean no disrespect, okay? I don't mean any disrespect, but this ain't for y'all. Can y'all move to the side for a second? Can y'all move to the side? We'll put everybody back in their assigned seats in a minute. But can the people who grew up watching the Cosby Show or reruns, if y'all could do me a favor and just step to the side, I need all my Gen Xers to the front. Gen X, y'all are VIP today. I need y'all in the front, okay? Because I don't think some things you can only understand if you were there and you lived through it and it was a part of you, right? The Cosby Show was a phenomenon. Putting aside everything dealing with Bill Cosby today, put all that aside, y'all. We gotta suspend that for today. We have to suspend that for today. Put it to the side, please, and thank you. Before there was a world of DVR and streaming, before, as much as there's no black representation or little black representation on television today, there was no black representation on television, right? When we were growing up, you had Good Times, What's Happening, and The Jeffersons for the most part. Listen, we could probably name 20 other shows, but let me get through it. Okay? When the Cosby Show started, yes, Thursday night at 8, was it 8 o'clock or 8:30? They came on before Family Ties, right? So it was 8 o'clock. The world stopped in the black community. And that's not an exaggeration. That's not an exaggeration. When I say that 8 o'clock on Thursday night, the world stopped for black people, that is not an exaggeration. I would venture to guess probably 90% to 95% of black homes was watching the Cosby Show on Thursday nights. Because we, for the first time, for most of us, for the first time, saw either what we already were or what we could be. I'm going to say that one more time for the people in the back. Saw what we already were or what we could be. And the reason why I say what we already were is because you guys don't, again, I'm talking to the people on the side now, the people on the sidelines, you don't understand that people were literally writing think pieces about how unrealistic the Cosby Show was, because it's not realistic for an upper middle class black family to have a doctor and a lawyer who both went to college, whose parents went to college, who are building this legacy for their kids, who are in a functional, happy marriage where they respect each other and they love each other and they ain't cussing each other out and they not playing the dozens every Friday night with each other. And the father comes home and it's not multiple baby mamas. Like people could not wrap their brain around that. For some of us, that was our reality. And I'm going to go ahead and tell you, it was mine. That was my reality. I grew up in a 2-parent household. My mama only got one baby daddy and she been married to him for 60 years. Okay? And for the people where it wasn't their reality, it showed what it could be, because they had always been taught that was not realistic either. Y'all with me? You feel me? Right, just like the Jeffersons. Right, Ray. So El Teddy said this earlier on his live. Theo was everybody's big brother. Those stories of those kids were so realistic. I remember the first season. I'm going to say it's the first season. Theo getting his ear pierced after his parents told him he couldn't do it, and then it getting infected. And then even later on, they spent all of Theo's high school career talking about his grades and why he couldn't be a better student. And then we find out, wait, man, he's dyslexic. That is like so real for a lot of people, right? And so when we see, and then to see, listen, the most problem child that the Cosby Show has is Raven-Symoné. And when I say problem child, I'm not saying because she a lesbian. I'm just saying because, you know, she didn't know Africa was a continent. I mean, wasn't a continent. Like, you know, that kind of shit. People might say that Denise was a problem child. Denise wasn't really a problem child. Denise was a free spirit. Well, not say Denise. Lisa Bonet. Lisa Bonet was a free spirit, and she just didn't want Bill Cosby dictating her career. Now, could she have been further in her career had she listened to him? Maybe. But she was older, you know. She wanted to forge her own path. She fell in love with Lenny Kravitz. You know, she got pregnant. They were like, how the hell do we write that into the show? So I don't know if I would call her a problem child, but neither here nor there. When we think of child actors, I almost feel like that generation of child actors maybe broke the curse, because Malcolm Jamal Warner went on to become a very accomplished director, actor, producer. He's won Grammys. He won Emmys. Like, he was doing great things in his career, right? We didn't hear about Malcolm Jamal Warner getting arrested and having a drug problem, having an alcohol problem. I mean, the most we ever heard about him was that, you know, maybe he was a little messy in the love department, you know, a little messy in the love department. But that ain't nothing. You know, he ain't go to jail. You know what I'm saying? You know, we don't hear a whole lot about the kids out here acting a fool. I mean, Keisha Knight-Ponya went on to, you know, go to Spelman. She plays Delta. She's still acting. You know, like, they did normal kid shit. Tempest Bledsoe, we don't hear nothing about her, okay? She is minding all of her business. Minding all of her good business, okay? And so I feel like and then you think about how young he was. I mean, he's got an 8-year-old daughter, which I'm gonna be honest, I ain't know the man was married and had kids, because I mean, I guess I wasn't following him on social media, because it looked like he did post on his social media. I guess I wasn't following his Instagram or whatever, but he yeah, oh yeah, they've been married for a long time. Yeah, I knew that. I mean, Tempest Bledsoe is with Ron from a different world. They've been married forever, child. They've been together forever, married forever. So it's like, it hit different. And then for it to happen the way it happened in such a tragic, crazy way. You know, he went out for a swim. Him and his family were vacationing in Costa Rica. And I'm sure they were staying at a really nice resort. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure they were at a really nice resort. And he went out for a morning swim, which is something he probably has done 1,000,000 times. And he got caught in a riptide. Like a freak accident. You know, such a freak accident. And it just hit different, y'all. It just hit different. It just hit different. And that thing took me out. I'm not even gonna lie. That thing took me out. It just hit different. So I just want to send condolences to all of us as fans, certainly to his family, his mom. He was very close to his mother. I know between his mother, his wife, and his 8-year-old daughter, I'm sure they are grieving. And I'm sure that the public love that is overflowing is helping them get through, right? Nothing is going to help you process. But let me say this to y'all. And when I say y'all, I ain't talking about y'all. Thank you, Cruiser. Cruiser said, we don't have 100 likes? For real, y'all? We got almost 200 people in the room. We ain't got 200 people liking what I'm talking about. We ain't got 200 people liking what I'm talking about. Dang. That's how y'all gonna do me? Yes, they said a bystander tried to help him, and unfortunately, that man is now in critical condition. So, listen, I need y'all to stop. And when I say y'all, I mean y'all. I don't mean y'all, but I mean y'all. If it apply, I'm talking to y'all. Let me tell y'all something. I'm gonna read y'all something. Okay. Malcolm Jamal Warner dated 3 very prominent actresses in their own right. Right. His first love was the young lady who played Urkel's girlfriend, Melinda. I think not Melinda. Was it Melinda Williams? Was her name? Not Melinda. I'm thinking about somebody else. The young lady that played Urkel's girlfriend on Family Matters. They were together for like 6 years and they broke up and she died like 2 years later. Michelle Thomas, thank you, Ray Ray all day. Michelle Thomas. And she died like 2 years later of stomach cancer. And he was by her side. He flew out and he was there with her, right? They stayed friends. Then he dated Regina King, who it sounded like that didn't end very well. Although Regina King did post positive message and condolences and was very respectful on her Instagram to him as well. But it sounded like it didn't end too well. Okay. She said basically he came home and one day it was like, it's over. You and your son got to get out. Now, I wasn't there. I don't know what happened between the two of them, but that's what she said had happened. That is what she said had happened. I wasn't there. I'm just telling you what she said. Okay. Then he dated Melinda. I keep wanting to say Melinda Child, but I believe her name is Melinda. The young lady, Karen, yes, the young lady who plays Charmaine on the Cosby Show and A Different World, right? They dated for like 8 years. But let's be clear, before they started dating, they knew each other because they had known each other since she was on the Cosby Show. Okay. See, DB, that's what all right. Well, DB already gonna be mad at me. DB gonna be mad at me because they knew each other, right? Now, she posted on her social media the following things, or the following thing. She posted from Karen Melina White. That's where I got the Melina from. What a profound karmic relationship, my friend. Thank you. Until we meet again, love you always and always. My deep, and then she put the wink emoji. I want to include that because somebody gonna say, you ain't say the wink emoji. She included the wink emoji. She said, my deepest condolences to Pam Warner, which is his mother, his wife, and daughter. Why y'all mad at what that woman said? The people are out here mad at her saying that what she said was disrespectful. And then she posted this picture. So some people say that the picture she posted was disrespectful. Some people say that the picture she posted was disrespectful. Let me explain something to the people. This is somebody that was with this man, knew him for more than half of her life, dated him for almost a decade of her life. I don't understand what the issue is and what this woman said. So DB said, why did she have to put the wink emoji? Maybe that was an inside joke between the two of them that we don't know about and we're not privy to. And the reason why I say that is because when damn it, y'all just told me her name. When I don't want to keep calling her Myra. Y'all just told me that girl's name. When she was dying, Michelle Williams. When she was dying, the day before she died, actually, he was by her bedside. And she said, elephant to him. And he said elephant back to her. And that was an inside joke between the two of them because they said that elephant, when you say the word elephant, it looks like you're saying, I love you. And so they would say that to each other instead of I love you. And it was their thing. It was their inside joke. What I say, Melinda Williams, Melinda Thomas. I'm sorry. So maybe that wink emoji is an inside joke between the two of them. We don't know. But I don't understand what the big deal is. What's the big deal of the wink emoji? Who cares? I just feel like sometimes y'all really, and again, when I say y'all, oh, it was elephant juice. Thank you, Brooklyn Carter. It was elephant juice. Thank you. Elephant juice. Elephant juice. Elephant juice. Elephant juice. Okay. But I feel like sometimes, because she included the wife, she extended condolences to his mother, his wife, and his daughter. I don't know what y'all want from these people. These people had relationships and they probably shared things that we are not privy to. Now, if she hadn't said nothing, then y'all would be like, Now she come down here and she say something and she's still wrong because she didn't say it the way y'all wanted her to say it. What y'all want her to say? So everything she said was fine. It was just the wink emoji that made y'all mad. Sometimes I think y'all really do a lot. Yeah, it's elephant juice. Thank you for correcting me. It's elephant juice. But that was an inside joke between the two of them because they said that when you say elephant juice, it looked like you said I love you. It's just right. That woman's husband is gone. Y'all think she give a fuck about a wink in a social media post from like? When my ex passed suddenly, his husband asked me to come to the memorial. We held each other up. We both loved him during our times we were together. That's what I'm saying. Like, we don't know because she put a lot of emojis in here. She put a queen emoji. She put the prayer hands emoji, which is really a high five emoji. She put a star emoji. She put a bunch of emojis, but people mad because she put a wink emoji. And even if she did mean it in a way that's not a nice way, who the fuck cares? Because at the end of the day, she wasn't with that man. He was, as far as we know, happily married to another woman, raising his daughter. So even if she did mean something by it, even if it was meant to be a dig, y'all, what you gonna do? Fight her? Moving right along. I agree. Angela say we gotta let people grieve the way they want to grieve. Exactly. And not assume we know the relationship. Say it again for the people in the back. Okay? And stop. And we don't know these people relationships. For all we know, the three of them might spend Christmas together. We don't know. We don't know what these people do. We barely knew anything about Michael Jamal Warner because he's one of the celebrities that kept his business to himself. I was talking to a friend of mine yesterday about this. I said, Michael Jamal, I didn't even know he was married and had a child. Like I said, because I follow him on social media. But some people know how to keep their business to themselves. We were talking about Sanaa. I was talking about Sanaa. Damn it. You know what? I'm fucking up people's names today. Lord, give me a spirit of name calling today. Because I was getting ready to say Sanaa Lathan, and I know I ain't talking about Sanaa Lathan. I'm talking about Scandal. What's my girl that played in Scandal? Help me out. Damn, why I can't think of nobody's name today, y'all. My girl that played in Scandal. Put it in the chat. Somebody tell me. Thank you, Kerry Washington. Woo, Jesus, thank you. I don't know what is wrong with me today. I mean, y'all know I'm good for fucking up a name, but I normally don't fuck it up this much. Anyway, thank y'all. Thank you to everybody in the chat. Listen, we know that Kerry Washington is married to that former NFL player, and that is all we know. We don't know shit else about them two. We know she got 2 kids. The only reason why we know she got 2 kids is because we saw her pregnant on Scandal, okay? Had we not seen the evidence of her walking around with that whole belly, we wouldn't even believe she got 2 kids. You know why? Because we ain't never seen them. We have never seen them churn. I think there might be a glimpse here or there, but she don't bring them kids out, okay? Her husband barely come out in public together. If they walk on the red carpet, we might see them together every once in a while, but for the most part, baby, they go over there and they mind their good business. Carrie come out when she promoting something and she going about her business. They got 3 kids. See, I am thinking they got 2. They got 3. Damn, I missed the pregnancy. Shit. Now she's very active on her TikTok. I found her TikTok to be hilarious. But you know who ain't on her TikTok? Her kids. You know who else ain't on her TikTok? Her husband. Now she have her daddy on her TikTok all the time, but we know who Stan Lathan is. Damn it, I keep saying Stan Lathan. That is Sanaa's daddy. What? Lord, please don't take Sanaa, because damn, why is her name on my tongue? Thank you for the super chat. Hold on. Damn, I keep grabbing my mouse thinking, and I don't have the mouse. Okay. She could have shared her condolences without the innuendo. The point is, regardless of what she shared with Malcom, he didn't marry her. I don't feel like there was an innuendo, though. Thank you for the super chat, my boo. Miss Blackberry. I like that, Blackberry. I like the way you spelled that. Blackberry. Okay. I don't think there's an innuendo there, but if y'all took it as an innuendo, what can I do? I don't think there's an innuendo. I think there's probably an inside joke there that we're not privy to. But if y'all were offended, child, I just... Move right along. Unfortunately, y'all know they say death comes in threes. So unfortunately, we also lost the former lead singer of City High, Robbie. What's that man's last name? Robbie Rondo. Y'all know who I'm talking about. He passed away recently as well, I believe last week. It's funny because I started seeing clips resurfacing on my TikTok for some reason. When he was on what was that show where people go in there, they have a drug addiction and they try to get clean. What's the name of that show? Intervention. Thank you. Oh, Jesus, Bab. Oh, thank y'all. He was on that show, and for some reason, those clips about 2 or 3 weeks ago, Celebrity Rehab, one of them shows. For some reason, those clips started resurfacing on my TikTok about 3 weeks ago, and then he passed away. So I don't know why they started. Sometimes all you gotta do is click on one thing, child, and then your whole TikTok could be taken over. So I don't know what I must have hit something or watched something, and it triggered all of those videos. But we definitely want to send condolences to him and his family as well. And then we lost Ozzy Osbourne today. Now let me tell y'all something. I keep going to the mouse. I'm so used to using my mouse. Let me say something. It Am I the only one that used to love Ozzy Osbourne on the Osbournes? They were one of the first family reality. Somebody just said it in the chat too. They were one of the first family reality shows. And when I tell y'all that Ozzy was fucking hilarious to me, I couldn't understand half of what he was saying, but he was funny as hell. Okay. I thought the kids were disrespectful as fuck. I thought Sharon, I don't know what I thought Sharon was. But the kids were disrespectful as hell. Okay. But that damn Ozzy, I was telling El Teddy earlier today, we was talking. I said, I still remember this. It was an episode. If y'all watch the show, y'all gonna know what I'm talking about. I still remember the episode. He got addicted to them damn burritos from Del Taco. Now, in hindsight, and knowing what I know now about reality TV, Del Taco was probably a sponsor, and this was probably a whole setup, but it don't matter. It was funny as shit. And he was going and getting a burrito every day. Like every day he was getting a burrito. And he was getting these fat ass burritos, right? And he's struggling to eat it and shit. And I remember Sharon told them, don't get him no more burritos, told his people, don't get him no more burritos. He eating too many of them. He can't have them. No. And I remember he got his ass in a car and drove to the Del Taco and baby, he tried to order a burrito, and baby, they couldn't understand nothing he was saying. Baby, they didn't understand nothing he was saying. He was trying to order. He's trying to order that damn burrito. And they didn't understand nothing that man was saying. That shit cracked me up. He finally had to drive around to the window. When they saw it was him, they knew his order because he was going there every day. Well, his people, somebody was going there every day and getting him a burrito. So as soon as they saw him, they knew it was him. But baby, that thing was hilarious to me. Now, again, in the grand scheme of things, them kids was disrespectful as fuck. Okay. But that Ozzy was funny. Ozzy was hilarious to me. So, rest in peace to Ozzy Osbourne. He literally just retired. Like, he just did his final Black Sabbath concert a couple of months ago. And then he passed away. So I feel like he was sick. I feel like he probably was ailing, and listen, it doesn't take away the grief. I mean, I would, I'm certainly not going to sit here and take away any, and try to alleviate anybody's grief, but baby, Ozzy Osbourne lived a life. Okay, he was one of my favorite back in the day when VH1 Behind the Music. He was one of my favorite Behind the Musics because baby, Ozzy Osbourne, he died about 20 years ago. I mean, that's not what I meant to say. I'm reading the chat at the same time. He died of Parkinson's. Oh wow, that ain't what I meant to say though. I didn't mean to say he died 20 years ago. I meant to say he had a lot of overdoses. Lord, that's what I meant to say, child. He had a lot of overdoses. He lived a life. He lived a life. Mm-hmm. He died of Parkinson's. And rest in peace to him. His daughter can still kiss my ass though. But rest in peace to him. His wife can kiss my ass too. But rest in peace to him. Okay. Moving right along. All right. Okay. Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay, what we got here, child? Tasha K may have spoken too soon. I know, Rue. Maybe I needed to take another day because, honey, I can't. Child, I'm cutting up. Maybe I don't know what it is, baby, but child, the way my brain is set up today, things ain't working right. Let me say this though. Tasha K, I think, spoke a little too soon. Okay. Remember last week, I spoke too soon. Tasha K spoke too soon. Remember last week, it was reported that the lawsuit that R. Kelly was suing her in regards to him putting out her information. And he was suing her. Remember, I said that lawsuit had got thrown out, I guess, because they had missed some deadlines, allegedly. They had missed some filing deadlines. Well, not so soon, Tasha. Not so soon. And shout out to Pam. I stole this off of Pam's community wall. Shout out to Pam. Don't get mad at me, Pam. Don't get mad. Pam, don't get mad at me, but I stole this off of Pam community wall. In the case of Robert Sylvester Kelly, I'm still mad that man middle name is Sylvester, but okay. Robert Sylvester Kelly. The docket entry was made by the clerk on Friday, July the 18th. But this ain't Robert Sylvester Kelly versus the United States of America. Oh, I think Tasha K is a part of that lawsuit. That's what it is. That's what it is. It says that the entry before the Honorable Elaine Bucklow, plaintiff's motion to vacate dismissal of the case is granted. All discovery shall be completed by December 31st of 2025. A status hearing will be set for January the 23rd of 2026 in person. In person. At 10 a.m. It says, attention, this notice is being sent pursuant to Rule 77D of the Federal Rules of Civil Procedure, yada, yada, yada. Y'all need to know all of that. So basically, for those who don't remember what happened, R. Kelly is suing, saying that Tasha K was illegally got access to his private records and posted it on her blog, yada, 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 which hurt his case because, and here's how it hurt his case. And it did. I'm not going to say it was the reason why he got convicted, but it definitely hurt his case. Because allegedly, let me just say, allegedly, when Tasha K got access to his emails and was able to post and do commentary on his emails that was showing that he was speaking to his 2 or 3 girlfriends and telling them all the same shit. I guess he was telling all of them, you my number one, you my number one, you my number one. But when Tasha K allegedly posted emails that allegedly came from R. Kelly, where he was basically telling all of the women the same thing to, keep the chess pieces moving around on the board. The young lady that ended up leaving his camp, what's the girl's name? The one that ended up leaving his camp and then testified against him. And her testimony, I'm not going to say that her testimony was the only reason why he got convicted, but I do feel like his testimony put a nail in the coffin. I mean, her testimony put a nail in the coffin because she was able to speak to things in real time. Like Ariel, thank you, Ariel Clary, because she literally had just left. Azriel, because she had literally just left, like right before the trial. So she was able to speak on things in real time and say, no, he's still doing this. And this is what he did to me. And this is how he manipulated me. And this, and this is how old I was when it started. And yada, 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 yada. So instead of having a lot of witnesses from years ago, which it doesn't change people's experience just because it happened years earlier. But y'all know how people think. So I'm not going to say that that's the only reason why he got convicted. However, it didn't help. So the lawsuit, according to this, the lawsuit is moving forward, and discovery is happening, and that is the part that's gonna get that can potentially get Tasha K in trouble because of the discovery. They want to know. They want the details. Let me just say that. They know who it came from because that person they made that person retire early, but they want all the details. Did you pay for it? How much did you pay for it? How did you get it? Under what circumstance? You see, that's the part that is going to be dangerous, is the discovery. But moving right along. That's a stretch to sue Tasha for. The thing is, the court, he's not suing Tasha. He's suing the United States government because he said they failed to protect him. But Tasha K is involved as a result of how did she get it? If that's my understanding now, y'all know I'm not no attorney. I might have this wrong. That's not, because this right here says versus the United States at all. So I think Tasha K is named in this lawsuit. Does that make sense? Am I saying it right? I think Tasha K is a part of this lawsuit, but it's not just Tasha K. He's saying all y'all fucked up, which, I mean, from where I said they did. If that is how that person got that information, of course, if a court officer leaked the documents, then the government will be liable, right? But if Tasha K paid for it, that's bribery. Isn't that a crime? Is it a crime? Hey, Sade. Okay. So anyway, that's the update on that, child. I'll keep y'all posted, honey. We will keep y'all posted. Matter of fact, I do have that lawsuit somewhere. Matter of fact, let me go on my I think Tracy said that to me probably about 2 years ago, child. Let me go back in my email, and if I can find that lawsuit, we might need to read that lawsuit and go over it again to refresh all of our memories. Because y'all know I want to give y'all the right information. So let me put that on my list. Y'all remind me. Let me put that on my list. Let me say R. Kelly, Tasha K lawsuit. I have that lawsuit. I do have it. I don't know if we ever went over it though, because you know what? I don't think we ever went over. Y'all know why we never went over that Tasha K R. Kelly lawsuit, if I remember correctly. And Don and Tracy keep me honest. Don and Tracy keep me honest. I think Tasha K got away with me not reading that. When I say Tasha K got away with it, but I think we never read that lawsuit because if I remember correctly, wasn't that around the same time as the Diddy shit was hitting the fan? I feel like Tasha K got lost in the Diddy shuffle. Let me pull it up. Hold on. Let me go. Hold on. Let me go. I keep trying to go to my mouse, y'all. I gotta order. As soon as I get off of here, child, I'm gonna order that stuff so I can be using my mouse and my camera and my microphone and everything. Hold on. No, I don't want to install no updates. Come on, see this MacBook shit. I'm not installing no updates. I'm just trying to get to my email, please, and thank you. I'll install the updates when I get off of here. Okay. What is this? Statement. Oh, I feel like that's spam. I'm not opening that because I don't even know who that is. Okay. Let me do this. Tasha K. R. Kelly. Let me see what comes up. Mm-mm. Let me try. Tracy, did you send it to me or did Pam send it to me? I think Pam sent me that lawsuit. Pam Esquire. Let me try that. If this don't work, I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna look for it when we get off of here. No. I'm gonna find it, y'all. But I know I have it, and I can't remember if Pam sent it to me or Tracy. Let me see. R. Kelly lawsuit. Let me try this. Oh, wait a minute. Is this it right here? Nope, that's not it. Child, there's so many lawsuits in here. All right. I'm gonna look for it when I get off of here though, y'all. If I can find it, I know I have it. But I don't remember if Pam sent it to me or Tracy sent it to me. But we're gonna read it. We're gonna read it. Pam, okay, Tracy said Pam. Okay. I know that Pam sent it to me then. I know Pam sent it to me. All right, I'm gonna look for it when we get off here because we might need to just refresh our memories on what is actually going on with the lawsuit. But I'm gonna read it. Okay. I'm gonna read it. Okay, moving right along. I'm gonna look for it, because if Pam sent it to me, I'll find it. Tracy said it was Pam. I think, as I said once, I think it was Pam. But I think if I'm gonna check the date, I think it was around the same time as the Diddy shit was hitting the fan. And y'all know everybody was focused on Diddy, child. Everybody was over to Diddy. Okay, moving right along. Child, there's so much stuff. Where we gonna go? Shannon Sharpe settled his lawsuit. And listen, we talked about this a little bit the other day, but all I'm gonna say is his accuser, shortly after the settlement was announced, we know that she can't really say what the settlement was for and what's in the settlement agreement. I'm sure she's under an airtight gag order, NDA, whatever the correct term is. But then she's gonna announce that she's retiring from OnlyFans. So I was like, oh, well, how do you tell without telling? Because, girl, that was unnecessary. First of all, don't nobody care. Nobody announces their retirement from OnlyFans. What the fuck? You just stopped doing content, ma'am. What are you talking about? How do you announce you're retiring from OnlyFans? Ma'am, you just wanted to let us know you got the bag, which we already knew. You think we didn't already know that you got the bag? Now, I don't know what you walked away with. But, girl, we already knew. When they announced the settlement, we knew you walked away with something. And we knew you walked away with a lot. Because, girl, you was asking for 50 million. Now, you didn't get that. You didn't get 50. But your settlement certainly starts with an M. A million. It's in the millions. I'm certain of it. Xavier said people announce their retirements all the time. It gives people time to end their subscriptions. First of all, the fact that you know that is making me look at you a little side-eye. How do you know people be announcing their retirement from OnlyFans? How many OnlyFans subscriptions do you have? And there's no judgment in my statement. It is a question. Thank you. Thank you, Sir James. Thank you, boo. I keep grabbing my mouth, y'all. Thank you for the super chat, my love. Thank you so much. Remember, we have a goal set. If we hit our goal, I'm buying some memberships today. I'm gifting some memberships today if we hit our goal. Okay. She just wanted to throw it out there, y'all. She just wanted us to know. Girl. Moving right along. Tyler Perry said he had to fire his aunt. Now, let me explain something to y'all. I know right now Tyler Perry is under some, under fire with some other stuff he got going on over there. That's not my business. That's between him and that man. And if it go to court and we actually get some testimony, then, we'll hear more. But I honestly feel like that lawsuit is going to go down the same road as this Shannon Sharpe lawsuit. It's going to be a quiet settlement and we ain't going to never hear from this man again, okay? That's what I believe is going to happen, but that's not my business. What I will say is They were having one of their little round table type situations. I believe DC Young Fly, I believe, was there. Kirk Franklin, Tyler Perry, Jeezy. I don't know who all was there. But Jeezy was making a comment. I mean, not Jeezy. Tyler Perry, they were talking about taking care of family members and giving family members money and the obligation and all that kind of stuff and what they're obligated and not obligated and all that. And Tyler Perry spoke about an aunt who used to call him for money all the time. And he said he would give her the money. And then finally one day he said, you know what? I don't want to just be a handout for you. I don't want to just be welfare to you, but I want to help you. I want to help you better your situation in the long term. So he gave her a job. But then he said he ended up having to fire her because she wasn't coming to work. Not everybody's naked on OnlyFans. I just started my beautiful bit. I said I was going to do some feed content on OnlyFans, but baby, it's a lot of work. People brag about all this money on OnlyFans, but baby, that OnlyFans situation is not as easy as people try to make it out to be, child. That's a whole nother conversation. I talked to a friend of mine that does OnlyFans content, and they started breaking down to me all the shit I had to do. I said, that's a lot. Not doing it. That's a lot. That's a lot. It's too much. That's too much. Okay. Let me tell y'all something. I know we criticize Tyler Perry in other ways, but let me tell you something. I ain't mad about it. I'm not mad that he fired that woman because at the end of the day, you did not want help. You wanted, like he said, you just wanted welfare. You just wanted to be able to call your rich nephew once a month and beg for some money. You know, it's an old African proverb, okay? It said, if you give a man a fish, he'll eat for a day, but if you teach a man how to fish, he'll never be hungry again. Tyler Perry was trying to teach you how to fish, ma'am. Even if it was an entry level position, even if it was delivering the mail in the mailroom, okay, that man was trying to give you long term, because I'm sure he was paying you more than entry level. He wasn't paying you minimum wage. Let's not do that. You were his aunt. You were still his aunt, okay? I'm sure he was still giving you a good little piece of change. You know why he was giving you a piece of change? Because he didn't want you to keep calling him. He didn't want you to be like, well, I know you paying me, but you ain't paying me enough, and I still got to pay my rent. I promise you were making more than the average entry-level person down to the Tyler Perry studios. Now, he didn't say what kind of job he gave her, but let's be clear. I don't give a damn if it was empty in the trash. That man gave you a job, and I know he was paying you, a little bit more than what the starting salary for whatever that position was. And he said he had to fire. Do you know how bad you have to fuck up for your nephew to fire you? He said she kept calling in. She didn't want to come to work. Yeah, we have to stop. And when I say we, because I know I ain't talking about nobody in this room. I know I ain't talking about nobody in this room. But baby, we got to stop with that. First of all, when we have family members that quote unquote make it, they are not obligated to do shit for us. Let's call a thing a thing. I know we like to act like it. They're not obligated to buy Big Mama a house. They're not obligated to retire their mama and their grandmama. No, they're not. They're not. It's great when they do it. It's great when they do it. But that is not their obligation. Now, some people might say, well, it's a child's, job to take care of their parents. I ain't trying to go down that rabbit hole with y'all because I ain't trying to argue with y'all tonight. But I remember Charles Barkley talking about that. Charles Barkley said when he stopped paying everybody in his family's bills, then he became the bad guy. You know why? Because he had spent so much of his life. He said his accountant had to call him and tell him, do you know how much money you are spending every month paying other people's bills? Like, do you understand? Baby, they tell you on the plane. What they tell you on the plane? If we hit some turbulence and the oxygen mask drops down, what do they tell y'all? They say, put the oxygen mask on yourself first. Before you, they say, even kids. They said, take care of yourself first. If I'm out here paying everybody else's bills, guess what's going to happen? We all going to be broke. We all going to be back in the motherfucking hood. MC Hammer had to learn the hard way. Trying to give everybody a job. He giving people jobs. He giving people jobs that ain't doing shit, just on payroll. Baby, I done already told y'all. I told my family too, and I meant that thing. Now let's be clear. I don't even pay the lottery. Matter of fact, I was gonna buy a ticket when I was in Detroit because the Mega Millions was like $300 something million. Hey Jay, I'm sorry we didn't get a chance to catch up, boo. But baby, I was gonna buy me a ticket while I was in Detroit just on GP, but I forgot all about it because I don't really buy it. I don't play the numbers like that. But let's just, I'd already told my people, listen, if I ever hit the Mega Millions, just know I'm disappearing for about a month. I am. I'm disappearing for about a month. The only people that's gonna know where I am is probably my mama and my daddy. That is it. That is all. But when I tell you I'm gone for a month, I am gone. I mean, and when I say I mean it, I mean this. I'm gone for a month, a good month, maybe longer. But I'm gone for a good month. Now my mama and my daddy are gonna know that I'm gone. Okay, I'm gonna quit my job. And I'm gone for a month. I'm booking the flight. I'm booking I don't even know where I'm going. I'm just telling you I ain't gonna be here. Okay. Now, while I'm gone, I'm gonna handle what I need to handle. I'm gonna handle all my business. Okay. I'm gonna 6 months, maybe 6 months too, Mo Walker, maybe 6 months. But while I'm gone, I'm gonna handle my business. Okay. And then when I say handle y'all know what I mean. I'm handling my business. Okay. Now, and it probably will be longer than a month. If I'm being honest, it probably will be longer than a month. But I won't be in one place. I'll be moving and shaking. Now, when I come back, I'm coming back with envelopes. I'm gonna come back with some envelopes, right? And when I hand you your envelope, you signing a piece of paper. And that piece of paper is that you are acknowledging that this is a one-time gift. You are free to spend it however you choose to spend it. But when it is gone, it is gone. Huh? That's right. El Teddy said, I need my envelope. Baby, you're going to get an envelope, okay? And whatever you choose to do with that envelope, that's on you. But before I hand you the envelope, I'm going to hand you a little piece of paper. And that little piece of paper is going to be acknowledging that this is a gift. This is a one-time gift. You spend it however you choose to spend it. And when it is gone, that's it. Now, I'm going to hook you up with a financial advisor. I'm going to have it up. When I come back, we good, okay? When I come back, we having a big old family meeting. We're going to have a big old family meeting. I'm going to have a financial advisor there. I'm going to have it all set up. Taxes, I'll cover the taxes. Now, if you blow whatever I give you, you decide to El Teddy, you decide to get you a private jet and go down and fuck off somewhere with some naked men down on an island somewhere. Have fun. My mom says the same thing, and y'all are birthday twins, so it fits. She stays clearly in payment. Only don't look at my. That's right. That's it. That is it, and that is all. Moving right along. Like I said, I don't even play the damn lottery. But if it ever happened, just know. Chuck say no envelopes be when they spend the money, the manipulation starts. The baby needs type of shit. That's what I'm saying. Don't come to me. Don't ask. First of all, most of them people in the room probably won't even be able to get to me after that day. And like I said, just put like this. If you was in the group chat before, you probably still in the group chat. But we're not, no new friends. No new friends. No new friends. Child, no new friends. Move right along. Y'all president decided to release the Martin Luther King FBI file. See, this way I miss my microphone, because then I could whisper into the microphone, but it ain't no whispering gonna happen because the microphone ain't hooked up. Y'all, baby, we don't give a fuck about you releasing them FBI files. We don't give a damn about what's in them FBI files. I don't give a flying fukanini about what's in them FBI files. Now his family may feel differently. Well, they do feel differently because they did not want the file released. But at the end of the day, sir, it is a diversion. And we know what it is. This is a diversion. You don't want us to pay attention to the Epstein files. You want us to stop talking about Epstein. You want us to stop talking about it. Sir, we're not. We didn't forget. We're not going to stop talking about the Epstein files. So that is a deflection that we don't give a fuck about. And when I say that, that is no disrespect to Martin Luther King. But at this point, it's nothing you can tell me about Martin Luther King that's going to change how I feel about Martin Luther King. We know he cheated on Coretta. That is not news. Okay. What else you going to tell us that's going to make... There's nothing you going to tell me that's going to change my mind about how I feel about Martin Luther King. So I don't care. Then he starts tweeting over the weekend, or not tweeting, whatever, Truth Social over the weekend, coming after my football team, the Washington Commanders. Now he coming after them, changing the name, threatening them, talking about he needs to, they need to go back to the Redskins. Sir, again, that's fine. I don't give a fuck. Y'all know I love my team. I don't like the name, but it is what it is. Sir, we still want to see them Epstein files. How about that? We still want to see the Epstein files, sir. That doesn't change anything. We still want to see them files, sir. That don't change shit. Correct, you said you thought the cheating was right racist. No, he cheated on her. He did. No, he cheated on Coretta. He did. He did. You know him. I ain't going down that road. I ain't even going to talk about that man like that. Yeah, he did. He cheated on her. Sonara says self-preservation is the first law of nature. You better say it again for the people in the back. And thank you for the super chat, my love. Thank you. What the hell has he to do with the football team? Right, exactly. So you ain't been talking about what's going on. Then he's talking about something. I'm gonna stop them from building the new stadium. Okay. We still want to read them Epstein files. Okay. Baby, don't get me started on Jesse Jackson and Martin Luther King. Now that's the story, y'all. That's the file y'all don't want to release. See, shut up. Shut up, really be. But that's the file y'all don't want to see. Release that FBI file. Release Jesse Jackson's FBI file. That's the one I want to read. Now he's still alive, so you know. Release that file. Jesse. Vintage say, do tell us just a little bit. Y'all don't know. Y'all don't know. Ooh. Allegedly. A big alleged. Hold on. Where my allegedly sign? Hold on. Let me put my allegedly sign out. Where my allegedly sign? Hold on. Let me put my allegedly ticker up. Let me put my alleged ticker up, okay? No, seriously though. Allegedly though. Allegedly he was an FBI informant. I said allegedly. I don't know nothing. I don't know that man. I don't know nothing about it, but that's allegedly. Y'all never heard that before? Huh. that was a secret. Huh. 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 Interesting. I didn't know that y'all didn't know that. Yes, and it's alleged. It's all alleged. It's all alleged. But there was definitely an informant in Martin Luther King's inner circle that was informant and talking to the FBI. And put it to you like this. Part of the reason why the entire FBI file, Martin Luther King's FBI file, had not been released is because, you know, you have to wait a certain amount of years after the death of somebody for their FBI file to be released, right? And part of the reason why Martin Luther King's FBI file has not been released or had not been released is because there were still people that were in the file that were still alive, that either could have been affected or were informants or things like that. Oh shoot, wait a minute, let me see what my power is on. Hold on. Oh, my power is running low because I don't have it plugged in, y'all. Give me a second. What's my percentage on? Oh yeah, let me plug it in. I'm gonna have to plug it in. Give me a second. I'm gonna have to plug it in. I always heard that Jesse Jackson was in cahoots with the FBI coming after Martin Luther King. So a lot of people feel like, because when you think about all of the people that were involved in Martin Luther King's inner circle, they gone to glory. He the only one still here. Now that's all alleged, y'all. I don't know nothing about that man. I don't know if it's true. That's alleged. That's allegedly. Allegedly. Hold on, let me plug this thing up, y'all. Let me plug this thing up, child. Oh shoot. I don't have the cord down here. Damn it. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. I do not have the cord down here. It's upstairs. Hold on. Will this? Oh shoot. Will this be long enough? Let me see if this is long. If this cord isn't long enough, I'm gonna have to go upstairs and get the cord. Because I have a cord down here, but it's a short cord. It's not a long cord. So let me see if it'll fit. I mean, if it'll be long enough. I don't think it will be. I might have to run upstairs, y'all. Something else I gotta order. I gotta order okay. I'm gonna have to order another cord so I can have one upstairs and one downstairs. But for now, I might just have to run upstairs and get my cord. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. I'm sorry. My apologies. The battery running low. I don't want it to go dead while we still talking, child. While we still talking. Because I still got some stuff to talk about, honey. I'm not done talking. Uh-oh. Is that shit? Yeah, that's not gonna fit. All right. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. Let me run upstairs real quick. I gotta run upstairs and get the cord. Because that is not long enough. That's not gonna work. I would have to unplug my TV and everything. And that's not gonna work. Okay. Sorry, y'all. Hold on. Let me play my my commercial. Y'all get them black girl vitamins. Let me play my commercial. By the time the commercial run, I should be upstairs and back downstairs. My fat ass might be out of breath, but I'll be back. Hold on. Let me run my commercial. Okay. Okay. Oh, Jesus. All right. Sorry about that, y'all. Oh, Lord. Okay. Right. If KJ was here, he'd be running stopwatch. Exactly. Ernest Withers wasn't a alleged informant, too. Yeah. All right. It's 248 of us. We don't have 200 likes. Come on, y'all, please. Child, I thought I had enough juice to last the live. Because I didn't want to go upstairs and get my damn charger. Huh. Like I said, I order the stuff. This was just a dry run to see how this will work out. Okay. Oh shit. All right, let's get into it. Let's finish this up though. But all of that is just Politricks, y'all. Don't get sidelined. Now they say that the JOD want to meet with Gasoline Maxwell. Because I don't know what they're gonna meet with her for, but I guess they're gonna offer her a pardon if she don't say nothing about the damn Epstein list, child. I don't know. But my thing is, ain't nowhere in the world, if you're gonna say that there's no Epstein list, then what am I in jail for? I mean, you can't have it both ways. We talked about that the other day. You can't have it both ways, you know? You cannot have it both ways. But okay, let's get into this, and then we're gonna get into some of these other stories. Okay. Erica Jayne is headed to trial in February of 2026 over $26 million lawsuit by Tom Girardi's bankruptcy trustee. Remember, the trustee is suing Erica. This is from Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Erica's Tom Girardi is the trustee. What up, Nay? Hey, Benji. Hey, Nay. Is over the trustee is suing Erica, saying that Erica basically spent a lot of that money, and yeah, okay. Right, you need to let her go home. You can't have it both ways. One of your commanders going to get Scary Terry's contract done. Child. Nori, I am keeping my fingers crossed. You know, I'm not happy about this situation. Not happy about this situation. I'm just not. Y'all, I had such a good weekend with my niece and my dog nephew. Okay. Benji is such a sweetheart. He almost makes me want to get a dog. I ain't gonna lie. He almost makes me want to get a dog because he's such a sweetie, y'all. He really, really is. And he's spoiled. He is so rotten. He is so rotten. Okay. My niece got that baby rotten. Okay. But he's a sweetheart. He jumped up on the bed that first night. He jumped up on the bed and he laid with me in the bed. But while he was laying back on my feet like I was a pillow though. Then he kept stealing the shoes. My niece said she found one of my shoes in his dog bed and he was using it as a pillow. Sir, why are you laying on my shoe like a pillow? Why are you laying on my shoe like a pillow? But he's a sweetheart. And we had a good time. My niece chauffeured me all around Detroit, honey. We went all over the place. We ate good. And we ate good, too. We found some really nice restaurants. We ate real good. So we had a good time. Pups can be so comforting. Yeah. I mean, he really is a sweetie. Didn't it steal your soap? Did he steal my soap? I don't know if he stole my soap. I don't know. Interesting. Okay. He's learning your scent. Your scent is in the shoes. He would have been a dog gone. What's up, cuz? But he didn't chew my shoe up. He didn't chew my shoe up. He just was using it as a he was just using it as a Benji stole my deodorant. Did he steal my deodorant? He did. He stole the last time I was up there, he had my socks and my deodorant in his doggy bed. Yeah, he sure did. He sure did. Right. He took my socks before. He sure did. That daggone Benji. But anyway, but he's a sweetheart. He really is. He probably sitting there right now looking like, what? What you say? You talking about me? But anyway, I lost my train of thought. Something I was just going to say. So so y'all, I'm getting some information right here in real time. So let's talk about this Porsha Shamea situation. Now, after the reunion on Sunday night, Monday morning, Porsha and Shamea are doing the battle of the receipts, right? Shamea is, y'all, girl, Shamea, it's not looking good. It's not looking good, Shamea. Your receipts are not receipting. First, you tried to come for Drew, and it was blamed. It was proven that Drew did buy that bag. Even the designer confirmed that is her purse. Okay, so that was not cute. Then you said Porsha wasn't at your wedding. You said, and you were like, well, that wasn't a wedding. That was a dowry. And Porsha posted receipts to show that she was there as a full-on bridesmaid. And at the time, you called it a wedding. Now you want to change it from a wedding to a dowry. And we Googled it the other night. We're not gonna go back down that road. We went into all of that the other night, okay? But the receipts are not really receipting in your favor, Shamea. But in real time, they are saying that Shamea has removed Real Housewives of Atlanta from her Instagram. Y'all think she left? Now, from my understanding, she was asked to come back. So we're not going to start that rumor that she got fired, because she didn't get fired, okay? She was asked to come back, from my understanding. But she has removed Real Housewives of Atlanta from her social media. Y'all think she quit? Wow. Well, we'll keep our eye on that story, honey. We'll keep our eye on that story. Power prequel Origins gets an 18-episode order as stars, with Raising Kanan star Mekhi Curtis set to return. Now, I have no idea. Well, yes, I do. He's going to come back in Origins, because Origins is pre-Power but post Raising Kanan. And a 18 episode order is really 2 seasons, because we know Stars does 10 episode seasons. 18 is a weird number, but Stars don't do no 18 episode shows. They just don't. So at least not for Power. Power has never been 18 episodes. Well, I shouldn't say never. In recent memory, has not been 18 episodes. Any of the Powers, the prequels, the sequels, the lequels, the dequels, all of them are 10 episodes. So that's an odd number. No, it's not, because they do 10 weeks. No, they do 10 episodes. What up, powerful? Hey, boo. I agree with you. I don't think her post was disrespectful, and I agree. Oh, YF is behind y'all, but that's okay, boo. You know you're gonna get caught up. The closest we got was 15 episodes, the final season. Yeah. So that 18 episode is weird, unless they're just gonna do one season and like one and done. Maybe they're only going to do a one and done season and just make it 18 episodes and keep it moving. But generally speaking, we get 10 episodes. But it has been ordered, so it's coming. All right. We know we have one more season of Raising Kanan, and I guess that's going to take us straight into Origins. Okay. All right. So there's that. Y'all, they say that Tyrese is down to Al Gore's good internet crying, looking for Mary J. Blige. He says, can someone please help me get a hold and reach Mary J. Blige? I've been trying to reach her for 2 weeks. I don't have a current cell number or email, nothing on her. I really don't want to post this, but I'm really trying to reach my Capricorn queen, Mary J. Blige. I had something important that I need to get to her. Could someone please help me out and track her down, her cell or email, her manager, anyone that's connected to Mary J. Blige? I'm trying to reach her. Please, please, please. Thank you so much. Sir, first of all, Celebrities know how to get in touch with other celebrities. I don't even be knowing how all these celebrities have each other's phone numbers the way they have each other's phone numbers, because I'm sure they don't know each other like that. But they have representatives, they have agents, they have managers, they have press, PR people. They have, sir. If you can't get in touch with Mary J. Blige, it's because Mary J. Blige don't want you to get in touch with her. How you saying I don't have an email for her? Do y'all think Mary J. Blige is sitting around checking emails? You don't have a number for her? Y'all don't have a friend in common? You don't have a friend of a friend that you can't say, hey, can you send Mary a text? You friends with Taraji, Mary J. Blige, and Taraji P. Henson are best friends. I shouldn't say you friends with Taraji, child, because I don't know if you friends with Taraji or not. But you know Taraji. Taraji and Mary J. Blige are best friends. By their own admission, they're best friends. You can't reach out to Taraji and say, hey, can you, hit your homegirl up? You had to come down here and include us, because I know you didn't think none of us got her phone number. I know you don't think I have Mary J. Blige's phone number. I don't have her email. Sir, if Tyrese don't go sit down somewhere and shut all the way deep up, right, it's just attention seeking. That attention seeking behavior, sir. I mean, and what you got for her? A song? You got a song you want her to work on? What you got a new movie you working on? You want her to play a part? Call her agent. Call her manager. You don't know who that is either? Right. Call Genuine, who can call Missy, who can call Mary, because we can't help. Exactly, El Michelle. None of us. Sir, we can't help you. Right. Mary has blocked you. And it sounds like he should have. Or she should have. It sounds like she should have. Congratulations to Brett Hankinson, who was just sentenced to almost 3 years in prison for using excessive force during the botched 2020 drug raid that led to the death of Breonna Taylor. Let me read y'all this. 49-year-old Hankinson fired 10 bullets blindly into Taylor's apartment during the deadly operation, with some rounds flying into the neighboring unit. While his shots didn't strike anyone, he was the only officer charged in connection to the raid. I don't like that sentence because other people were charged, but anyway, we're gonna let that go. The U.S. District Judge Rebecca Grady Jennings rejected Department of Justice's recommendation for no prison time, saying it was not appropriate and that she was startled more people weren't injured. The Justice Department has requested Hankinson serve only 1 day in jail, receiving 3 days of probation, despite previously pushing for accountability in the case. The sentencing makes Hankinson the first person to face prison time in the high-profile case. 26-year-old Taylor was fatally shot by officers and her boyfriend fired believing intruders were breaking in. Those officers were never charged, and no drugs or cash were ever found in the apartment. So let me say this. Nonetheless, 3 of the officers still face charges for securing the falsified warrant that led to the deadly raid, but none have stood trial yet. So let me say this, y'all. The part that I think a lot of people are forgetting when it comes to the Breonna Taylor case, because I think we get so caught up in what happened, which we should, let's be clear, we should absolutely never forget what actually happened with Breonna Taylor. But I think a lot of us get caught up in that part of it and we forget what really happened. And what really happened is they should have never raided that woman's apartment to begin with, because the warrant was based off of fake and fraudulent information. So the people who falsified the warrant to begin with are really the problem. Based on the fake and false information of the warrant, it made it seem like Breonna Taylor and her boyfriend were running this major drug ring out of their apartment, right? I'm not excusing or justifying any of the officers who were on the ground who went into that apartment shooting. I'm not. But Let's start at the beginning and work our way down. The beginning is that they falsified a warrant to begin with to go into that apartment based off of what they believe false information to begin with. Child, listen, y'all got to go back and go back and study it. I ain't got the time for it. We've been talking about this for a long time, but neither here nor there. Neither here nor there. Okay. With that being said, moving right along. Okay. Congratulations to you, sir. I hope you have the day that you deserve. Moving right along. Okay. Oh, this was another one under Politricks. Trump received a call from Mr. Pilfin, the governor of Nebraska, and he has a problem. Turns out migrant farm labor fled the state, causing a crash in the tax revenue, and China has held back $2 billion with a B dollars of soybean orders from Nebraska farmers, with the expense of planting already being sunk into the ground. Overall, Nebraska is facing a net loss of $15 billion with a B dollars of sales from its economy and $350 million with the M dollars from its tax base. They are the first red state to say they need help. And I hope you have the day you voted for. Moving right along. And I understand that not everybody in the state of Nebraska voted for this, but may you have the day you voted for. In other Trump news, Trump quickly throws DeSantis under the bus in the alligator Alcatraz lawsuit. First of all, we need to stop calling it alligator Alcatraz. Stop trying to make that shit sound like the newest ride at Universal Studios. Okay, it is a concentration camp. But okay. According to court filings, DHS is distancing themselves from the concentration camp. Now they're saying, we're not funding this. We're not promoting this. We have no involvement. All of this is on Florida. The government has laws and rules and regulations they have to follow, and they didn't even come close to it. So when things get real, the administration threw DeSantis right under the bus. Again, may you have the day you voted for. Because you put all your eggs in the Trump basket, and now Trump is saying, I ain't got nothing to do with that. Because you took FEMA money to build it. FEMA money. So when hurricane season roll around, and it's coming, and them people are looking for some help, you know, government socialism, you know, I don't want to hear none of that. Go sleep at alligator Alcatraz. Go sleep down there when your house wash away. Now, come here. I can't even tap my screen. Hold on, it don't sound right. Come here. Breakfast Club, y'all come here, all of y'all. The whole Breakfast Club, but Charlemagne, you in line, you first. Charlemagne, you're first. Come here. I don't even want to hear nothing from Lisa Murkowski's bitch ass. And yep, I called her a bitch. Bitch ass. It's already hurricane season. Thank you, boo. Let me share something that Charlemagne read today down to the Breakfast Club. I just need y'all to hear this. And I need to tell y'all something. If you don't think we are under a regime with an authoritarian strategy, then you are bugging. This is textbook authoritarian rule. Target your critic. Centralize power in a few hands. Intimidate through punishment or removal. And you know what that usually does? Shuts people the F up. Tightens control over the public discourse. Sends a message to all media outlets that criticism of Trump could cost you access, approval, editorial control, or your job. This is what authoritarian regimes do. They weaponize legal systems to punish dissent and control messaging. What happened with Paramount and Trump is intimidating tactics, disguised as legitimate legal action. I thought this was the administration that didn't believe in censorship. I thought this was the administration that believed in free speech. They do until you criticize them. Paramount and CBS should be ashamed of themselves. Wow. Wow.
Football games this weekend claiming the vice president supports funding gender transition surgeries for all prison inmates and migrants in the U.S. That was nuts. I don't know if it was.
I wouldn't say nuts, but that was crazy.
That was funny.
I don't know if it was the backdrop of football, but when you hear the narrator say Kamala supports taxpayer-funded sex changes for prisoners, that one line, I was like, hell no, I don't want my taxpayer dollars going to that.
I definitely see that she did.
That ad was effective.
Kamala took a picture with a transgender, and it was. This is what they were saying, that it made it seem like Kamala supports transgender sex changes in jail with our money. That's what it came across.
Yeah,
That's what they're saying.
It literally said that Kamala supports taxpayer-funded sex changes for prisoners, and it talks about how she supports funding gender transition surgeries for all prison inmates and migrants in the United States. That ad was.
Kamala Harris struggled to answer a simple question during her interview.
To me, is if voting rights don't pass, or the Build Back Better plan doesn't pass, or police reform doesn't pass, I doubt you're going to get black people to go out there and vote in 2022 and 2024, and, Trump will be president again. What's the plan for all of that?
Well, I couldn't agree with you more on the seriousness of these issues and how people take these issues seriously. And so we're going to have to keep fighting on voting rights. We need to pass the John Lewis Voting Rights Advancement Act. We need to pass the Freedom to Vote Act and be relentless about pushing for that, which is what we've been doing and what I certainly am going to keep doing.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me, Madam Vice President?
I mean, I could keep going and going and going about all the times that Charlemagne questioned Kamala Harris. Here's another one. Let's talk about this one.
Sucking the air out of the headlines, because he keeps headlines going. Like, he's everywhere. You saw him at the National Association of Black Journalists Convention. You saw him on with Aiden Ross. He's going to be on with Elon Musk. He's always calling into conservative.
He also criticized the Democratic Party for not being more media savvy. Let's watch.
They don't use the media that supports them the way that the right uses the media that supports them. Like, for the last 4 years, she's had plenty of platforms that she can be going on, from radio to podcast, right? That actually support her and, support Democrats. But they haven't been doing that.
GOP Vice President.
See, this is why people like him and Stephen A. Smith are so dangerous when they come down here. And let me be clear about something, because people have a right to their opinion and people have a right to criticize. I'm not saying that we should blindly follow anybody. That is not what I'm saying. But when we were faced in this election with what we're dealing with now as a result of how this election went, I kept telling y'all this and telling y'all this. And I know I'm preaching to the choir for most of y'all. I know I am. But I kept telling and telling and telling. And whenever he would come down here, or the Stephen A. Smiths of the world would come down here and criticize Kamala Harris and perpetrate ignorant ass comments and statements and thoughts and propaganda, and we were trying to explain, when I say we, I don't mean me, but the other people were trying to explain to these people why what they were saying was so fucking dangerous. Now, as a media person, now you're dealing with the consequences of the bullshit when you could have been using your platform to help. But that's not what you did. You used your platform to further the Republican agenda, whether you were willingly doing it or ignorantly doing it. But that is what you were doing. We have every right to criticize our leaders, but what we cannot do is buy into the propaganda that is being pushed. That is what we cannot do. Now, D.L. Hughley done came down here and apologized and said he was wrong, but he was doing that bullshit too. And when y'all say, well, let's just wait and see what they're going to do, it can't be that bad. Yes, it can, because I read Project 2025, bitch. I knew what the fuck was about to happen. And now that y'all see that this war is hitting them, I love Stephen Colbert. Absolutely. I've been watching Stephen Colbert since he was on The Daily Show, before he got his own show, before he took over The Night Show. I love Stephen Colbert. But now that people are realizing, oh shit, you mean to tell me this white Catholic married, he don't have no scandal, his kids ain't out in these streets running around acting stupid, and he don't really cause no problems. He just come down here, he gives his little, he does his show, he does his little comedy, and he don't bother nobody. He's unproblematic. You mean he lost his job because he criticized the president? Oh, now everybody feels some kind of way. Now everybody talking about, oh my gosh, this is an authoritarian government. Bitch, it been an authoritarian government, and they told you that's what we was going to do. But y'all didn't care about that because y'all bought into the propaganda about transgender playing in sports. Well, ask me how that's working out for y'all now. Is that transgender woman that swam and won a medal? How the fuck is that affecting your life today? Let me know. Go on and say it, Don, or save it for your channel. I know you got something to say, boo. You can say it. Speaking of transgender, let me go on and get on Laverne Cox shit. We there now. Let's go. Now, let me read y'all this article. Okay? Let me read y'all this article. Since we there, let's go there. Let me read y'all this article, child. Laverne Cox addresses criticism after sharing ex-boyfriend was a MAGA cop. Laverne Cox shared new details about her former long-term relationship with a blonde-haired, blue-eyed MAGA Republican voter on Instagram this week, explaining to shocked fans that although the two were no longer together, she fell in love with a human being. In a short clip posted to her Instagram account Monday night, the activist and clean slate star teased part of a story about her unnamed, now ex-boyfriend, revealing that he was both a Trump voter and a New York City police officer. We were madly in love. I did not develop any of his politics. I still have my own, she said in a clip promoting her July 28th one-woman show, Girl, How Did I Get Here? Details she shared included a 2-decade age difference, lined up with the actor and activist's previous comments about a long-term relationship that ended last year during a 2024 appearance on a podcast. Fox described the 4-year relationship as healing. I'm gonna say that part again. Cox described the 4-year relationship as healing. But said only that it had to end when she felt her partner wasn't aligned with her values. Girl, it took you 4 years? It took you 4 years? Comments on her initial teaser quickly exploded, and she went live later in the evening to share more details. Though she at times declined to share too much, asking followers to attend her show if possible to hear more about how the relationship ended. I didn't really think about what the reaction would be. I was just telling the truth about it. Cox began her live video. But for the record, when we matched on Tinder, I didn't know what he did for a living or his politics. We were just chatting. He told me he did something else. First of all, how the fuck did y'all even match on Tinder? First of all, what you doing on Tinder? Like, they don't have like an expensive matchmaking service you can use. Why is Laverne Cox on Tinder? Neither here nor there. How did y'all match on Tinder? Y'all didn't put political views in? That's not a question on Tinder? Your political views, they don't ask Democrat, Republican, but they do ask liberal and conservative. How the fuck did y'all even match? Okay. Somebody was lying on their profile. Now, she said that he didn't say that's what he did for a living, but she probably didn't say I'm an Emmy nominated or Emmy award winning actress either. So, She went on to explain that she eventually found out about her partner's real beliefs and job. She wanted to believe that the two could still share a human connection. I wanted to see if it was possible to have a relationship with someone with different political beliefs in theory. I fell in love with a human being who had different politics. And the good thing about that relationship, we're so good that I was willing to work with the politics I didn't agree with. But lines had to be drawn last year. It took till last year? This is my life, and my values are about love. Loving people no matter what. And there are times I have realized I need to love people from a distance. I have to set boundaries. And this is something you learn by being in relationships with people. I learned so much from this relationship about myself, about growth. She pushed back on comments accusing her of, I'm not going to get into all of that. Okay. I'm not going to hate people I don't believe in. We have to fight for fascists. We have to fight the fascists, and we have to fight the fascist regime. But as we do that, I hope we're not dehumanizing people with different beliefs the way they're dehumanizing us. The master's tool will never dismantle the master's house. Let me say a couple of things about this. And I'm speaking as a Black woman. Y'all know I'm not a trans woman and I do not know the trans experience. However, Laverne Cox is a Black trans woman. Okay. So I'm speaking from a woman's perspective and a Black woman's perspective. Be clear. First of all, I really hope that this isn't for clickbait to try to sell tickets for your fucking show. Let's start there. I would like to think that this isn't what that is. But a part of me thinks, are we playing games, clickbaiting, so people will come and see the show? That's number one, but let's put that to the side. do not understand anybody that can date somebody who supports eliminating my mere existence. I'm going to say it again for the people in the back. I don't understand anybody who supports dating somebody who supports people who want to eliminate my mere existence. This man that you're dating or you were dating, and I remember her dating this man because I remember her dating him during the pandemic because I remember she never showed his face, but she showed enough of him that I knew he was white. And I remember thinking at the time, I was side-eyeing that. Now, that's just my own personal thing. Don't come at me. I'm not judging nobody, and I don't have a problem with interracial relationships, but something about it just hit me sideways when I saw it. Don't ask me why. It just did. Okay? Move right along. I told y'all a long time ago, years ago, as a matter of fact, anybody who is a Trump supporter is either A, racist, or B, racism is not a deal breaker. And either way, it's not somebody I want to fuck with. And I told y'all that years ago. And I'm going to say it again for the people in the back. Anybody, there's 236 of y'all in the room right now. Anybody that supports Donald Trump is either A, racist, or B, racism isn't a deal breaker. And that means you're not somebody I want to fuck with. Period. I don't want you around me. I don't want you in my life. I don't want you to be a person that I call friend, boyfriend, husband, none of that. And if I were a gay woman or a trans person, there is no fucking way. Because let's not act like this shit just started in 2024. You make it seem like in 2024 you had to draw lines and you had to put boundaries. What that says to me, and again, I don't know this woman. I don't know Laverne Cox. I don't know her. But what this says to me is there is a level of self-hate that you need to process. This ain't about you loving love and you loving the person and you loving human. No. Because here's the thing. You can be tolerant of people, but when someone wants to erase your mere existence and you were in a 4-year relationship with this person, no ma'am. You need to process that shit on somebody's couch. And I'm not even really being funny. I promise you, I'm not being funny. I'm being dead ass. You need to process that shit sitting on somebody's couch. Because there's a level of self-hate there that I can't tell you. There's absolutely no way that me as a black woman could date a Klan member. The fuck? That don't even make sense. Take MAGA out of it. I mean, we know MAGA is what, but ain't no way in hell that I as a black woman could date a man who stands on the principles of the Ku Klux Klan. The fuck? And how do you separate? You can't separate the person from those beliefs because that's who you are at your core. These are my beliefs. This is who I am in my core. How do you don't separate that shit? This man supports the regime that wants to eliminate your existence. I don't know how else to say that. And it took you 4 years to walk away? Hey, Mims, boo. I don't even know who these people are. Who is Melanie? I don't know who Melanie is, Mims. I'm choosing to believe. Well, you can choose to believe that if you want to, Xavier. I think you're living in a fantasy world as well. I never seen a Klans going for a black person. What you mean you never seen a Klans going for a black person? You mean dating one? They do it all the time. They do it all the time. What are you talking about? You can go back to slavery. They hated us until nighttime. Y'all know how they keep trying to sell y'all this love story of Thomas Jefferson and Sally Mae Hennings? Tuh. Jay, they playing with you, Jay? Oh, Melania Trump. Oh, look, I was like, who are you talking about? Okay. Oh, Melania. I read it wrong. My bad. Right, Melly, but that's what they tried to sell us. They tried to sell us that it was this great love story, that Thomas Jefferson was so in love with Sally Hennings and they had this great love story. How the fuck you love somebody you own? I'm sorry, what? How you in a relationship with somebody that's your property? They can't say no. He started dating her when she was a teenager. The fuck? What you mean? Anyway, don't let me go down that road. Don't make me go down. Woo. Don't make me go down that road, honey. Let me just tumble down that road, child. I don't want to tumble down that road, okay? Anyway, child. Last but not least, child, before we get up out of here, what time is it, child? Oh, Lord, it's almost 9 o'clock. My gosh. I ain't know I have been in this. I ain't know I have been here for 2 hours. My gosh. Okay. Recently, I read that Uncle Randolph is the father of Sally's children. They've had DNA tests. Marnie, I don't know, but they've had DNA tests, so I don't know nothing about that. I can look it up. I'll look it up and see what you're talking about. But baby, they've done DNA tests. But child, neither here nor there. Last but not least, we'll end it on a light note, child, because we've been kind of heavy today. So let's end it on a light note. I don't watch Basketball Wives. I know I stopped watching Basketball Wives after the whole OG thing, and y'all wanted, y'all hated me talking about Basketball Wives, so I stopped. Okay, I stopped talking about it. Okay, y'all wanted me to stop, so I fucking stopped. Okay, so I ain't talked about Basketball Wives. I don't watch it. I don't talk about it. Okay. But I do need to talk about this whole situation down to the Basketball Wives, the episode last night with Jackie and her daughter. Now, let me explain something to y'all. For those of y'all who did not see the clip, let me see if I can show it to y'all. Y'all know that sometimes they be tripping. I don't want to get my video flagged, so hold on. I'm gonna see if I can get away with showing y'all this little clip. But for those who don't know, Jackie Christie's one of the women on Basketball Wives. Her daughter Chantel, whatever, was on this season. And I had to reach out to my people who watched the show. I had to reach out to I was gonna say Diddy. Lord, I didn't reach out to Diddy. What the fuck? I'm like, I didn't reach out to Diddy. I had to reach out to I'm sorry. Sorry. Remind me before I get off here. Somebody remind me of DirecTV. Somebody just say DirecTV before we get out of here. We're going to talk about this last little situation. So Jackie and her daughter, I don't know the storyline because, like I said, I don't watch the show. I do not know the storyline, but I did ask my people who watch the show. I asked Scotty, I asked T, my people who were watching the show, okay, that I asked them their opinion because from where I was sitting, I knew what I felt. I know what my opinion was, but I wanted to ask the people who watched the show to get their opinion. Now I'm gonna show y'all the clip. I'm gonna show y'all the clip of what had happened. Okay, so it looks like y'all know I got to do it this way because I don't want to get my video flagged. But looks like Jackie. That's Jackie right there, and she's arguing with her daughter. That's Chanel right there, or Chantel. They're arguing right there. Okay, so they're going back and forth. They're arguing. Okay, now I'm gonna show y'all what had happened. That ain't the clip I want to show y'all. Hold on. Let me get to the right clip, child. Let me get to the right clip. What? I'm sorry. Oops, I'm cussing. Where is the right clip? That's not the one. Hold on. Let me get to the right clip, child. Here, is this the clip right here? So here it is right here. Okay. So there's the clip. I'm going to start from the beginning. So you see, they were on the couch arguing. Chantel gets up and starts walking out. They're still talking. Now, what Jackie is saying is, have a good day. Have a great day. You know, she being smart. She's saying, have a great day. And Chantel is walking off talking about something. I will. So this is what we're seeing. I want y'all to see this. So she's sitting on the couch. Chantel is walking away as if she's leaving the room. She turns around and comes back. See, she's kissing. So she turned around and she starts coming back. Okay. She comes back. They're still arguing. Now, you can tell that Chantel is the one that's more excited, right? Chantel is the one that's more upset. Jackie is keeping it cute, like, okay, girl, have a good evening. Okay, girl. I'm gonna let it play without me interrupting. I'm gonna just let y'all see it, okay? I ain't gonna say nothing. Okay. Again, I don't want to get flagged. Hopefully I don't get flagged, but I'm gonna let y'all see. Okay. So what had happened was Jackie got up and was walking away. Y'all saw her walking away, right? Chantel pushed her mama. Chantel pushed her mama. Yeah, she was calling her Jackie. She was calling her by her first name. And Jackie smacked the shit out of her. Now, I had to call Scotty and T and be like, am I missing some context? Because I don't have no problem with what Jackie did. Now, I know Jackie get on people's nerves, and they say that Jackie be doing too much sometimes. So I had to call and find out, was there some context that I'm missing? Is there some context that I'm missing? Because she pushed her mother against that wall. And called her a bitch? Okay, so she called her mama out her name and pushed her into the wall. And then Jackie, I can't tell if she smacked or punched, but she smacked the shit out of her, okay? I'm not understanding if I'm supposed to feel some kind of way about that, because I don't. Because I promise you, if I ever put my hands on my mama probably would try to, her instinct would be to try to kill me. I'm confusion. See, this is StreamYard. When it starts glitching like this is StreamYard. Because see, I kept thinking it was my computer, but it's doing it now. That must be StreamYard. I just don't. I mean, and again, don't get me wrong. I know people are like, oh my gosh, she put her hands on her daughter, but what? Her daughter put her hands on her mama first. And it's a reality show, and I don't know how much of this is real and fake or whatever. I don't know. I don't care, and I don't know. But, and then from my understanding, her whole storyline this season has been Jackie was so terrible of a mom. She was abusive. She was this, she was that. But my daddy was perfect. Weren't y'all living in the same motherfucking house? How does the daddy get a pass, but the mama was terrible and y'all live in the same house? I don't see that again. People be wanting me to believe a storyline that I can't get behind. I can't get behind that. I can't get behind that. Because y'all want me, and when I say y'all, you know I ain't talking about y'all, but y'all want me to feel some kind of way. Well, she said that Jackie was abusive, and she said that Jackie was a terrible mom. But my dad was the best dad ever. My dad was great. Weren't y'all in the same fucking house? So at the very least, you're saying your dad was so absent from the house that he didn't know that your mama was abusing you? At the very most, your dad was okay with your mom abusing you. So how he get a pass? How you not mad at him? Because either he was so absent from the house that he didn't see what the hell was going on in his own house under his own nose, or he knew what was going on and he was cool with it. It's one or the other. And either way, if you mad at her, you need to be mad at him. And Jackie been paying all her bills? Yeah, see, this some bullshit. This some TV bullshit. But I ain't mad at Jackie. Sorry, not sorry. Now, if Jackie had got up off that couch and jumped in her daughter's face and then slapped her, then I'd be like, Jackie. But girl, you were literally leaving the room. You turned around and came back for this. I feel like you got what you came back for. You were leaving that room. Your mama said bye. She blew you a kiss. You turned around, came back, kept the argument going. Then your mama got up and was trying to walk past you. You proceeded to push your mama and call her out her name. And when she smacked the shit out of you, I'm supposed to be mad at her? I feel like you got what you came back for. You turned around for that ass whooping. That's how I feel about it. And the reason why I do believe it's real is because, baby, they done canceled the reunion. They said we're not even having a reunion for this bullshit. They done canceled the reunion on that one. Sure. Well, anyway, y'all, that's all I got for tonight, honey. We've been here for 2 hours. I did not mean to be here for no 2 hours, but we haven't had a tribe meeting in a while. We will have a members only live this week, y'all. We will have a members only live this week. We're gonna do a story time. Lauren has been asking for me to do a story time. Oh, DirecTV, thank you. Hold on, let me put it up here so I don't forget. Lauren has been asking for a story time for a while, so we'll do a story time at some point this week. Tomorrow I'm having a spa day, y'all. I got a gift certificate for my birthday, not this year but last year, child. I hadn't used it from last year, for a spa around here. So I'm gonna, tomorrow is my spa day. I'm getting a body scrub and a facial tomorrow. We will do Love and Marriage Huntsville. I was gonna do it tonight, but hell, I didn't think we was gonna be here till 9 o'clock, child. We ain't gonna do it tonight because I ain't even watched the episode yet. So we're gonna do Love and Marriage Huntsville and Real Housewives of Miami. I'm gonna try to do both of those tomorrow. We may do a teacher project if I'm home in time. I'm not sure what time I'm gonna get home from the spa. So if I'm home in time, we'll do a teacher project. Thursday, I'm gonna just try to get caught up on everything. Thursday, I'm going to just wait and do Beyond the Gates this weekend and just do 2 weeks worth of Beyond the Gates. I'm not, next gen. That's what I said. We're going to get caught up. So just keep your notifications on, y'all. DirecTV. For my DirecTV people, come down here to the front. Now, I know I still have DirecTV, and part of the reason why I have DirecTV is just because it's easier for me to make sure I have everything I need to watch these damn shows so that I can do these reviews. I was going to get rid of my internet and just stream everything. But I'm gonna be honest with y'all. By the time I get all the streaming services to keep up with all these shows that the people want me to review and that I want to watch for myself, if I'm being fair, baby, I've been spent as much money as I'm spending on cable. So I might as well just keep what I have, even though I am still spending extra money on Peacock and all that other bullshit. But I'm also want to see shit when I want to see it. Like, I don't want to wait a day to have to watch it on Peacock. I want to watch it that night. Anyway. But have y'all, for my people, who has DirecTV? Put a 1 in the chat if you have DirecTV. I feel like a lot of people don't have it. But if you have DirecTV, tell me if y'all are getting the same thing I'm getting. Is it me? Or in your DVR, does it automatically record on Sundays? It seems like it's on Sundays. Does your DVR automatically record this Donald Trump shit? It's like Donald Trump interviews with so-and-so. Donald Trump speaks about such and such. Have y'all been seeing that? And y'all, for the people who have the DVR, have y'all been seeing that? Because I know I'm not subscribed to shit. That should be automatically recording Donald Trump doing a damn thing. Am I the only one saying this? That hasn't happened to you? So maybe I do have some sort of setting on. Because I was like, what the fuck is this? Why does this random Donald Trump shit keep popping up in my DVR? Child, I still got the dish on my roof too, child. It's on the roof of my house. It's still there. Okay, so it's okay, so it must be something in my settings. Okay, thank you. Because I was like, what? I said, oh, is this what we doing, Donald? Is this what we doing DirecTV? Is this what we're doing DirecTV? But maybe it's something that's in yeah, maybe it's just something that maybe it's something that I have in my settings. But thank y'all, because I was like, the fuck is this? Okay. All right, y'all, let me get up off of here. I appreciate y'all. If you have not done so already, please hit that like button. It is free 99. I want to thank everybody that contributed to the goal. We did not hit our goal today. The goal, we would have I would have bought some more memberships, but it's all good. We'll do a goal another day. I think we'll set a goal for me to drop the link. The next time, if I have the time, next time I have time, we'll do it to drop the link. I'm about to get up out of here so that I can yeah. I think that was it. So with that being said, I'll talk to y'all later. Good night.